And then my next question I have for y'all is, there are MCs that are out there that are the same age as you guys, younger than you guys, older than you guys, have been in the game, has stepped out the game, and is wanting to get back in the game, but they have a feeling like they want to, but they don't. And they're listening to this show, this interview right now. What advice, if any, could you give those individuals that is taking the crossroads and doing the path that you guys are doing? What advice can you give them right now? Because you guys have, I mean, y'all been doing your thing now.
I would say stay humble and focus, because it's a lot of hard work. Definitely a lot of hard work. Educate yourself is one of the main focuses you need to do on that. If you're in school, stay in school, educate yourself, and better your skills.
I want to break down humble, because I want to go with Ray on this one. I would say be humble and not give up. Definitely. Because yeah. in my particular situation, I can only give my testimony. Being in another group, we did things, like I said, that didn't go necessarily according to plan, and that's life. Mm-hmm. And the person that's going to decide to be the strongest and survive out of that situation is going to make the best out of the worst situation. So even though I didn't continue with my group, I was humble enough to open up for them. You know, and I was coming from a group that was doing a lot more than we're doing right now, but we had more time to do that. And right now, I'm opening up for them, which I don't mind. And we're using each other as each other's vehicles, and we're humble enough to do so.
Hallelujah, BandzUp.
And we pull it off. I mean, if you talented and you know you got it, humble yourself and make the best out of even a worse situation in what you have. And whatever vehicle you're using, make sure that you get the most out of it. You know, like the worst situation is not your conclusion just because that's your condition.
That's
true. That.
You know, my cat Ronnie B had said one of the things he had said about me. He just like, you know, DJ Tech, the most humble DJ and everything, and that stick with me for the rest of life, because that is true. You know what I'm saying? You be humble and everything, because every time that you have a situation where you try I'm better than this person, I'm better, I'm this, I'm that, and everything like that, you will always be tested, and you have to stay at that same level every single time. And the minute that you fall, you're gonna fall hard. Because everybody, oh, you the best. Well, let's see how you can recover. Because the best and the greatest, even when they get knocked down, the greatest always get back up.
Exactly. That's the fabric legends are made of.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the material. Yes. That's the skin.
So, well, my last and final question I have for you guys. I asked everybody that I've ever interviewed, from Paul Wall, Dana Dane, Philadelphia Freeway, Busy from Bone Thugs and Harmony. God, oh man, I just got so many that just pop up in my head when I start doing the local thing. You know, Ronnie, you know, just I ask every single person that I interview this, and I love the response that I always get and everything like that. I want all of you three individually to answer this question one at a time. Right now, what is in your CD player? What is in your MP3?
Ooh. What's in my CD player? These bands, baby. That's what I got. Hallelujah, BandzUp. Bands. That's what I'm playing. What's playing right now? BandzUp.
BandzUp.
I definitely like to know where music is going, since it changes in so many different directions every day. So I am making sure we keep our skills tight by making sure I listen to our stuff. But I mean, other than that, Lupe Fiasco, everybody you just named too, Busy Bone, all down. Lupe Fiasco right now is like really my favorite. I mean, he's a genius to me. He's a genius to me.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. One of the things I like asking that question, I know everybody that's listened to this show for the years that they've listened to it, and they know it, they could probably like say what I'm about to say verbatim, but I always say this for those new listeners and everything, because you never know when you got a new listener. They can come from all over. One of the things that I love asking this question to MCs is that when you get the response of what is in their CD player. You know, a lot of times people would automatically just assume that, oh, there's a rap art, or they probably got some rap music in there, oh, they probably got this in there. They just sit there and they think they know what you're listening to. And you'd be very surprised that the response that you get. You know, one time they had a documentary that was following around Nas and everything like that. And Nas at the time, I believe he was listening to some Aerosmith, either or something like that and everything. And you know, and he just listened to different genres of music and everything, and getting the different flavors of music and stuff. He said, this is what keeps me up. And it's just amazing when you hear the responses that you get from rap artists when they're talking about the different when I ask them what's in their CD player.
You mind if I add to that?
Sure.
If I add to that, being on the road as much as we are in all these different venues, we get a chance to run across a lot of rappers, especially rappers on the road. But it's always a different mixture of the different people that's looking for opportunities, getting their hustle on at these different events and everything. I run into R&B, I run into rock, I run into some people I don't even know what to categorize in music. So, I mean, beside my preference, I'm actually listening to a lot of underground music. Like just between different cities, being on the road, as much touring as we do. I'm actually, a lot of y'all out there listening right now, I'm listening to a lot of y'all music and y'all probably don't realize it. I'm listening to, we're actually looking for some of y'all, whoever, that may be the next big thing to like bring aboard. That's why we say don't give up. You never know. The people that we're with right now was listening to us one day. And then it led us to somebody. And then it led us to somebody else. And then they were in our manager's hands. And now I'm in our manager's hands. And things just snowball. And you'd be surprised how things work out. That's why I say never give up. I listen to Linkin Park too. I listen to Aerosmith too. Creed. But I'm also listening to a guy from Alabama named Not Meeks. And he's hot. I mean, he's got stuff all over the place. Pennsylvania, they got a group called Stat Gang. They crazy with it. You know what I mean? It's people around Cleveland I'm listening to. This guy named Referee, he's crazy.
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. Yes. And I go way back with him, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, you know, it's been a pleasure having you down to Hip Hop and R&B in the 216 block. Before I leave, you want to give any shout outs, show any love, and everything like that. And if you got any information where they can get at you, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, you know, a beeper number, you know what I'm saying?
Beeper number.
Got a beeper number. I would just give y'all the opportunity to go ahead and get that information out.
I mean, y'all can hit me up on Twitter. It's at Ronnie Morg. You can hit me on Facebook, facebook.com/BandzUp. You know, I want to give a shout out to DJ Tech right here. You know, BandzUp, baby.
Tech.
Right, yeah.
BandzUp. You can follow me on Twitter at RayRay_216. That's RayRay_216. And Facebook.com/BandzUp.
This Osage The WillDaBeast, baby. You can find me at Osage, OSAGE 216 on every website. On Twitter, that's Osage 216. On Facebook, that's Osage 216. That's the / and put that in the search engine. YouTube as well, Osage 216, OSAGE 216. And on the website, WeMakeSuperstars.com.
Oh yeah, and catch me on the Instagram. That's Ronnie Morg. You can check me out on there. I got all the fly flicks.
For everything, like you can
I've
find.
just heard about that Instagram. I'm kind of new to it though, so
With
y'all
all
gonna have to teach my own behind about that someday. Cause I don't, you know what I'm saying. I've just recently heard about that Instagram and everything. How's that? How do you use that?
Yeah, that's the new thing.
So, well, fellas, it's been a pleasure having y'all here on Hip Hop and R&B in the 216 block. I want y'all brothers to know that you got a home here.
So,
you know what I'm saying? Right here at Hip Hop and on the 216 block. And for the archives, I'll be giving y'all that at the top of the hour. We got BandzUp in the building.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and pay some bills, and when we gonna come back, we got some more music for y'all right here.
You got Pinterest also. That's a new thing I got on. That's where you take pictures and you pin them, and people follow you and stuff. I think the Pinterest. And then I think Facebook owns Instagram. That's why that's so connected to Facebook and all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Facebook on what?
Instagram. I mean,